They just need the lanes to go decently. They need Timbersaw to get some sort of level so he can get up those levels of reactive. They need Axe to not pressure the Slark, because Slark is very vulnerable in this lineup. It's actually going to be a Re-Slark and a Resolution Mirana.
They're switching it around. Resolution going back to its roots as the Mirana. The war is about to begin inside the game, but there's a war right behind us as the DC fans battle up against the Wings fans. It's a problem when you have English casters right next to the Chinese casters, but this type of grand final, the fans will clash.
So let's see what lanes DC are trying to get right now. And they just placed an Observer Ward on the bottom. Will be scouted out by Wings' own Observer Ward. Looks like they're gonna do safe lane move, off lane Resolution, and
the off lane Mirana. Are they gonna really leave it at that? Like,
it's usually Mirana +1, but she's not gonna get anything. And you can't leap out because of mana leak. And Wings, let's see how they're gonna deal with this lane. Now they see Moo going to the bottom lane. They can put, I guess,
I know you got a lot of confidence, man, but he at least forces out the early storm from Ice.
So now they know that Timber's solo on bottom. And let's see how they do the lanes. It'll be Shadow plus Keeper, the matchup that they want to make this Timbersaw very underfarmed. Top lane will be the Vengeful Spirit and the Mirana, paired versus Blink.
Yeah, this Axe on Slark mid lane, so see how much you enjoy this when you get that early spin up on Axe and Stout Shield.
That is such a tough matchup for Wii. And we should know, he loves that Axe. I remember him back on Falcon Bears. He played that hero all the time.
And giving us a history lesson, Melini. Welcome to the also. Moo hates it. Moon hates it just as much. It's the Mana Leak level 1 from Innocence.
Oh my god, look at Wee's HP.
I don't know how you fight against this. All you could do is try and taunt the Axe away from your lane, drag the creep wave back, and just stay on top of CS. At least gonna have a good time once he hits level 6. In the meantime, DC need good rotation. So Ice, they already sentry word to unblock the camp.
We already see a Mana Leak coming out on Moo, and he's going to get his levels down here because it's in a safe lane, but they are actually able to use a pull already, denying almost a full wave from the Timbersaw top lane.
Ice being cancelled. That's 4 sticky napalm charges on the Vengeful Spirit. She can't get away from this. There's no extra help. Zuck's gonna drop right now. Blink burns him, but Misery looking for some revenge. Ice dropping low. Misery void in 3 seconds, 2 seconds. He just slow him down, stopping the turn rate to Blink. Continuously going with the sticky napalm charges. While on bottom lane, Moo is trying to 1v2. He's still got Mango available, so if he wants to try and turn and fight this one, the potential is there. While Ice, the arrow connects on top. Resolution combining with Misery. They find the stun, they find the damage, and they find the return kill. But Weeha is having a nightmare in the mid lane up against Faith Beyond.
And it's a long way away from the bottom. I wonder if he's gonna bring out more regen. Might need it versus Axe.
Or they do what they did before. Bring Misery into the mid lane, try and help zone out this Axe. Weeha's doing some early damage. The call's already gone off.
But it's a melee hero.
Rotate for the Void. Yeah, what are you gonna do? Yeah, off the Venom early on.
No, you don't want him to spin on you. Nice Walker has a lot of regen, a lot of armor, but not gonna help too much versus the counter Helix Innocence. Trying to deal with Moo. Moo still has a lot of HP. He's not quite level 3, but Shadow, top of the CS charts right now with a healthy 12.
Definitely gonna be happy with that. Black said if you can get damage farm, Rehard trouble in mid lane. Dropping low, he's got Darkback available. He's burning out into the tree line phase. Has to get caught in by the tree phase. The attack from the tower. It may not be enough damage, it won't be. He'll get away. The TP's on the way from Resolution. He'll have to go for a blind arrow. Leaps over! Fate turns around! Sora coming from a mile away. Meanwhile, Timbersaw. He actually got a kill on the Keeper of the Light on the bottom lane with the help of Misery.
Yeah, I'm glad to see that it's not the Iron Talon for Misery. They really need him to fulfill that ogre-ish role.
Just to roam around.
Yeah.
How do you build it from there? Like, are you looking for Faith Boost? You look to use your spells as the damage with Arcanes?
As
Nice talk.
I think you want to play him as a vision counter. The draft panel mentioned it. You want to limit the backrider initiation abilities. You want to keep his Keeper Light for you don't want him to be able to see anything, especially that flying vision. So eventually they might need an Iron Talon on him, also because it's really good with the gem. But they need to secure the lanes first. And I think Timbersaw had like 2 CS not that long ago. Now he's up to 6, but nothing compared to Shadows. You don't want this AM to be free farming like this.
Well, Moo's going to rely on basic attacks to get the kills, can't use Whirling Death. Already burnt the Mango, and Shadow keeps burning him dry. Even with only 1 point up in the mana break, it's still enough to drag him down in combination with Mana Leak.
And they moved Resolution to the mid lane. The Sword versus Axe matchup was just a disaster to begin with, and they have to get Wii some farm.
Yeah, this seems to be a lot better having Weeha up against the Batrider. It's kind of what you wanted to have, but now Ice actually takes up the lane because Blink's gone jungle. This actually isn't a bad time for Wings because this is when they wanted to send the Batrider into the jungle.
A little bit unlucky with the golden spawns. I wonder what building go for this game. Typically versus the event we see drums.
Who's in a lot of trouble? Mana Leak gives you an instant stun. Shadow can there's no Mana Void available to kill off Moo, so no advantage for that on Shadow. But it does keep Moo out of the lane. And you know, it's a sad day when also like Moo has to go for the early Sage's Mask on the Timber. So just have some level of regen.
So now Night Stalker can start doing his thing. It's nighttime, the Observer Ward in mid just fell, and Misery's just looking for any easy junglers. Luckily for Wings, Blink's already back in base. Misery will not find an easy kill. Also just scouting for stacks. Timbersaw can take that very easily once he hits level 6.
Blink will show himself in top lane a bit, but it's the mid lane where Misery is running in. The arrow well off target from Resolution. It's used the voice, so the call will arrive from Faith, giving him a lot of armor. And Misery, the spins are hurting. The Culling Blade comes down onto the head of the Night Stalker.
Looks like they have a solution to the Misery roam in the mid lane, at least if it's with a melee hero. No chance of killing that axe. Soxa perhaps trying to get a kill. He does have the infused raindrop though, very difficult to burst down.
Just seems a little overconfident to think he can go with 2 melees to kill off that mid-axe after the amount of farm that he's got.
Yeah. You'd have to leave in, but I don't think you want to leave in versus that.
Yeah.
And he's over leveled right now, level 7 with that axe.
Oh. Soxa's moving over. Ice in a vulnerable position. Can get actually sandwiched 3 ways, so he'll take the 4th way. Okay, the arrow flies just out of range of the regeneration rune, which Resolution will take. Ice killed by the Starfall. Resolution wasting no mana with that regen rune going the whole time. So DC finally catch a break, killing off the roaming ET, but they still have that problem. Basically, going to get really big on this axe.
And Anti-Mage, they're keeping the supports busy, which is really important for them. Night Stalker, not enough levels in Crimson Spear, but he will try and pick up some as he go for Blink.
Top lane.
Firefly was just used.
Yep, and they know it. They're waiting for it to wear off. They also know that Weeha can shadow dance himself into this fight. Now the smoke's going to break Blink. He's still got another 2 seconds left on that Firefly. He'll hit the ground now, but he gets back in range of his tier 1 tower.
So much wasted time for DC. That's the better part of nighttime already down.
Moo's going to get stunned up. Yeah, it's a level 1 Mana Void.
And against raindrops. But Faith is in from behind. They have a Soul Ring in case the Soul Ring TP out.
They revealed themselves. They came in too close to the creep wave. So the surprise is blown. Misery is chasing down Blink up in the dire jungle. Just trying to keep him out of the lane. He's still got that extra nighttime movement speed for the moment. Only 1 hour left of nighttime. Sorry, 3 hours left of Dota 2 nighttime. Depending on how you want to clock it.
What's the conversion here, Toby?
In that case, they have 40 seconds-ish. And then it's over. And that's when Wings is prepping for mid lane. Faith's already started up with a call. Innocence moves over. Mana Leak, that's a level 2 Mana Leak as well on Innocence. Resolution will just hold his ground.
Now they're finally getting some farm on Wii and Resolution both, so that's decent. However, Misery's reign is going to end as nighttime comes to a halt.
That's a really nice observer ward. That might let Resolution have enough information that he can just throw this up, connect perfectly onto Blink, and Weeha, the damage output's there, even though he's under the Firefly. He'll walk out of range of Dire Vision, and he'll regen up pretty quickly. So good kill for Digital Chaos.
Radiant's middle tower
with the
is
tail
under
end of
attack.
nighttime. Blink not really being too careful, but he is building a drums for him, so no loss in gold as he purchases the remainder of his bracer.
But the
Dire's
rotations
top
which
tower
came up
is under
from
attack.
Wings. Like Shadow is still having a fantastic time with the Anti-Mage on bottom lane, almost at the same net worth as Resolution is at the moment. But it's like to move the time underneath the bottom tier 1 tower.
Yeah, they need to get the Blink up on Axe, and then they can start involving the Batrider.
Mile, and Wave of Terror gets away.
It looks like they're smoked up. They do have vision of the backside. Probably won't expect this. He is really low, but without the blink dagger on the axe, this is going to be extremely tough. Actually, he has no power.
Yeah, he's got shut down the level with a stop. The stun, the magic missile from Zuxgo. Will that be able to help out enough? Slark, Pound still on cooldown for 4 more seconds, but Moonlight Shadow from Resolution will allow DC to make a break to the tree line. Weeha. Yeah, it looked like he was thinking of turning around and going for another opening. Shadow is fairly low, but this bottom lane, Innocence, Silence up, the Moon whirling, deads him down. Faith looking for a revenge, the top lane where the Moon on the Shadow with the Dark Tank, the back missile. The Stomp will force him to split, but back on bottom lane. Faith moving back to his own Q1. Moon body blocking it up. The Silence is there, whirling death. Other two shot from Timothy. The enemy's gonna revenge kill in the top lane in the meantime. He'll lose his life to the Slark. One charges galore going off to make this work, but it ends up being a 1-for-1 trade called for support.
He had to blink in to finish off the Vengeful Spirit that left the vulnerable to the Slark and his pounce. Moon almost getting a kill right there.
I think they want to go again. This would be so much easier for Moo if it was nighttime because their Misery's voids would be so much more effective. Same with the Crippling Fear. Instead, Moo having to do a lot of the work himself and missing one of those abilities cost them an easy kill.
Another kill rune going Resolution's way. Much more farm than we was in the last game.
This is around the same time as Moo normally likes to creep, skip it out. But that's why Resolution with an Invis room smokes him behind the tower. So it won't be that obvious to Wings if Moo does get him behind the tower. He's got 4 points up in reactive armor, so he's very happy sitting back here. 36 HP a second coming back into him.
So they're expecting the Keeper to be here, but he is nowhere to be found. They really need the Blink Dagger on axe. Still working on it, 200 gold away. And just, they need so much time in the jungle because of the Batrider and the axe. Slark getting close to his mobility item. Let's see, Blink and Shadow Blade both pretty good this game. I like Shadow Blade a little bit more so he can scout out the Keeper light, but maybe he doesn't need it because he has Night Stalker to give him vision.
Might also be a little bit scared once Blink picks up 1, the Blink, and 2, the gem. With the Flying Vision, Shadow Blade may not be the greatest item for him. Moves away.
Wings probably expecting to have that off board. I was just pointing it out right there. How did he see me?
A little too deep.
Just taking it easy until nighttime. They can even part with darkness right now.
He's mine.
DC, yeah, funny, like you're taking it easy on DC, but there's still, like, they repaired all the damage the Wings did early on. It was a 2k deficit in golden experience, and now that's changed around.
Is that enough, though? Against
Face the Blink, gets the call on Resolution. Culling Blades of Bubble with the last 2, Resolution will die here. No way survival, no! Leaps! Can he TP out? No, he's up to the tree line, they can see him. He will take a fall. He had a little bit more time to buy an item. But that Culling Blade, fraction of a second too early thanks to the stick charges. Well, too late.
those creeps helping out. Mirana there not getting this in. But she did buy her blade, so halfway to her axe. Not a big deal. And that was the blink reveal for Faith.
Well, bottom lane, Ice. They were looking for a small opening. Suxo as well as Moo together, but they couldn't find one on Ice. He was back far enough behind the tower.
Oh wow, we already have the Shadow Blade. It's very quick the fall for the game was. Misery.
Yeah, they found him out. They push him back. And Misery will burn or will he? He can't get to the other side of the tree line. But maybe with Batrider caught out, the ET split is coming in. DC needs to split. Arrow is not available for the moment. Chakram doesn't actually reach up to Wings, but Weehar is in, and he's looking for the Batrider. The perfect leash Batrider comes down to the ground as the Firefly will wear off. And so with all of his live phase, a little bit too deep himself, the Chakra flies down, and now it's just fight after fight. Maybe going the way here for DC. Moo goes in deep. Reactive armor charges don't exist for him. And his mana pool is also quite low.
Yeah, they have to be careful for the AM rotation. If Moo, he's actually really low on, man. He's 700 deficit right now.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Well, but some good pickoffs from DC. Originally, like, thought, oh, Misery goes down, there's gonna be no trade-off, but DC brought everybody so quickly to that tier 1.
Wings also, they didn't have a reliable way to keep people asleep in an Echo Stomp. The Firefly woke them up. One really nice play that I liked from Wings yesterday is they turned off Split Shot during the Echo Stomp of that. No one woke up. Winter mentioned that to me yesterday, but this time you can't stop the Firefly.
Resolution trying to play for some kind of execution on the mid lane. This right underneath an observer ward, and then Coddle does his thing. A Coddle who bypasses his ultimate in order to get 3 points up in mana leak. But it does such a good job against both Mirana and Timber. Even Night Stalker. Very low mana pool. Always like to have high movement speed. Weeha staring down the Anti-Mage. He moves out.
Really wants this creep. One level of crippling fear should be more than enough to kill him.
Anti-Mage.
He's so close to his battle. Yeah. Nope. Now they see Soxa. They know something's up. And Soxa wanted to place up the server ward right there, but maybe a little bit too obvious with that movement.
He's rotating. Nope. He's actually just going to pick up the rune and head back to mid lane. So DC.
We looking for a weak support like Keeper Light. He's scouting out.
Yeah, where's that target? Is that he finds one? Not the target he wants. He found ET. Cole falling back out of it. The sacrifice for ET. Got no damage. Kill him until the temptation move connect. ET's put him well off the mark. And they look for more. The courier into the tree lines. Blink kept out by Resolution as he finally rotated up from the mid, but Wings finding back behind
Dire's
the T1
middle
tower.
tower is under attack.
Another 15 seconds till he's up. That arrow flies. 5 seconds on the air. Wings pounce over the tree. They have the damage. Wings dominating. They never done the damage. Shadow blinked out, but the iron's killing him off. Shadow will die here. Nothing will stop this. Even the flames
Dire's
can't find
top
the
tower
space.
is under attack.
Huge fight for DC.
We is dissecting them with the Shadow Blade. They cannot feel safe anywhere. Keeper Light just like to stand there, defend towers, but when you wrap around behind like that with no vision, it is impossible to defend that. And this is when you still have super fragile Anti-Mage. He was so close
Dire's
to his
top
Battle
tower
Fury.
is under
Arrow
attack.
connects on Fate Beyond. That's the word go for Timbersaw.
Dire's top
And not
tower
only will
is
this
falling.
set the Anti-Mage back with his Battle Fury, it also makes his jungle a little bit riskier
Dire's
to be
middle
in.
tower
They've
is
already
under
been committing
attack.
mass amounts of observers and sentries, Wings, to protect their jungle, but it's just not the dream for him, and now Weedy's going to find another target down to eyesight.
Radiant's
He's still
bottom
got
tower
no
is
location
under
on that.
attack.
He's a little bit more. Dark Pact
Dire's
into the
top
Shadow
tower
Dance.
is under
Eyesight
attack.
with the Spirit down, but now Misery comes down.
Mega kill!
Really arrives. The bigger they are, the harder they chop. There's Blink making a break for his tier 2 tower. Supports the neighborhood in form of Innocence. But yeah, get another kill going the way of DC. They now hold 3 out of the top 4 net worths in the field.
The Axe's momentum has slowed down significantly too after dying so many times. Timbersaw, one of the dream heroes that you want to fight against, especially before the blade mail from them. And it just always feels like Wings need one more item first, the Battle Fury and
Dire's
Anti-Mage.
middle
Now
tower
they need
is
like a
under
blink
attack.
on the Bat Rider and then the blade mail on the axe. And this is just not the way that they typically fight. Usually they're the aggressors, pressuring DC as they try and get their key items. But that is almost a scepter on Mirana.
Yeah, there's a Scepter on Mirana coming. The Bloodstone finishes over on Moo. Key item now arriving for Wings, but they would have liked that during the last fight. The Bat Rider with a Blink Dagger. Also, not a great thing, the fact that Blink was not even involved in that engagement on the tier 1 tower. Because of the late timing of Resolution rotating up, he kept the Bat Rider out.
They also don't really want to fight during nighttime, but with darkness, you only have like 3 minutes out of 8 that you can really take a fight. Until Anti-Mage is ready, but that's still quite some time.
Wings doing what they always do. You pick up a Blink Dagger, you smoke and gank. The Slight's already back behind the tower. Axos have the blink. He blinks into the trees.
That's also sitting right behind me, just in case there's a swap.
That'll be an easy save. But actually, it would cause a couple of problems if Axe want to chase down further. There's Resolution.
They're expecting
End of
a
that
trap.
double damage, and Resolution's got to get the hell out here right now. If he keeps that over, the blink laser already catches him. The easy splitter. He can't get them off in time.
What an excellent use of
Timber
his hand.
trouble. He got mana leak. The moon comes in his grip. Now the swap. Well, Blinding Light will push him back. Move almost out of mana. You still have swap up for the Vengeful Spirit, pulling the axe back in close range to the tower. As Misery runs in, but the storm from ET will just find, but in comes Weeha. Where's the damage? Too much on him, but misses the call. The Weeha comes distance on the way to safety. The Dire Sentry was down from Wings, so they knew exactly what they're fighting up against, but DC hold their tier 1 tower. They love doing this, mass committal to ensure not a single building drops.
Work. But maybe too much committal on the mid lane. They used to scan behind the tower to see if it was a trap floating in a weak. And then scan red, they read it perfectly. Okay, there's probably no one behind Mirana. And DC probably should have called for him to get closer to that T1 because he was the only vulnerable hero. And Wings taking another smoke.
Dire's middle
Still
tower
darkness
is
up
under
though.
attack.
Only for about a few more
Dire's
seconds.
structures are
They don't have
fortified.
mana for lasso. That rider is very dry coming into this fight. Still 10 seconds till the lasso comes off cooldown. If they can get him that bottom rune, like
Oh, Resolution, he just TP'd down bottom. Faith is going to find him, it looks like.
Radiant's
Yeah,
bottom
they really want
tower
him.
is under
He's
attack.
hiding in the trees. They may know the smoke will break. There's a blank call. This time DP, whenever many TPs have done so, Resolution tries to leave against Culling Blade at mid-flight. The TP did complete, so Moo is back behind the tower. This is not a great position to get back. That's only lost forever, allowing Faith to blink and call again. Moo, nice reactive armor charge to keeping up, but it's all coming too late. So he has to commit suicide
Radiant's
to the
bottom
tier 1
tower is
tower.
under attack.
So much more Resolution getting his axe at a time. Two
Radiant's
consecutive
bottom tower
deaths
has
with a
fallen.
swift movement from Wings. That's just not what you expect. It's like, oh, it's nighttime darkness. They're not going to smoke. They're not going to fight anymore. And now they will lose control of the jungle. And
Dire's
Shadow
middle
is pretty
tower
up the
is
farm,
under attack.
up some more.
Yeah, this actually
Dire's
opens up the
middle
Radiant
tower
jungle if
has
he wants to
fallen.
go into that. He also has a couple of ancient stacks prepared. But love his blast before he does it, and that's what's coming on the courier.
They need to do Roach, I think, before Night Stalker gets his axe. He's only 1,100 gold away, but
It's a really nice stack for Shadow. And with this movement out, it's the Black Dragon. It actually moves out far enough. Faith
they're
also
smoking.
his move.
They pinged out. They want to go over there.
Well, the Observer Ward, it doesn't fully see this. It just knows that they're there. The line being drawn out by Misery is a one to go straight down mid lane. So unless they want to flank around, this isn't really going to work for them in the axe. Now Spark runs in. There is a Sentry Ward. He backs up with the axe and the call. Maybe with the last move. We have jump away in the splitter, not finding a kill. Not to mention, Blink very, very low on life. He might try and go in again as Misery. They move forward to Ice from Cavallo. Malik with the blinding light. Forcing back easy a little bit. On a Titan, can't get the soul bomb through with them for the double kill. The arrows fly forward as well. Who's it going to connect on? Nobody. Innocence and Shadow.
Dire's
Back to
middle
their tier
tower
3
is under
tower.
attack.
They lose that op board around it. At least they didn't lose their gem. That rider was so close to dying.
He doesn't have Shadow Dance, but he has an Echo Saber and Prime Steel Essence shifted. So he'll love a target. The best one he's got is the Anti-Mage on the tier 2. But with Innocence, he could have walked down the stairs to die.
Yeah, he can't solo kill Anti-Mage. Maybe like a really nice
Dire's
swamp or
middle
an
tower
arrow
is
can
under
connect
attack.
onto him.
Anti-Mage reads it perfectly anyway. Shadow blinks into the tree line and then TP's home. Getting closer to
Dire's middle
finishing up
tower
his
is
Yasha.
under attack.
With Mana Style, getting that magic missile is going to be a lot more difficult to connect on. Also breaks free of the silence of the Night Stalker and potentially Dodge Arrow.
Anti-Mage getting pretty close to fighting shape as he works on his Yasha. Really need that Manta so he doesn't die to
Dire's top
the Night
tower
Stalker.
is under
Crippling
attack.
fear.
Night Stalker in the middle of the fight. Axe going to miss out the call. And now in comes Moo. He's looking for Innocence in the back line. Who's not from Ice to slow down this fight. The greatest thing in all Misery running. And Innocence dying in the tree lines. Moo finding yet another kill. Ever since he got that
top tower
Bloodstone, he's
is under
triggered his
attack.
suicide. Back up to 11 charges. I'm not quite certain what Resolution's waiting for. He's just sitting in the middle lane. For the Green Wave to arrive, the call, eliminate the axe. Oh, Fat Rider gets hit by the arrow. But then the lead with a double survive. He was the one they wanted, and it's Weeha who gets the double kill.
And Gem now goes away of Night Stalker. He almost has his act and his gem complete. This is disastrous for
Weed's hunting the
Wings.
kill. Weed's actually hunting the kill. He walks up the high ground under the tier 3 tower.
Dire's
He wants
middle tower is
Eyesight. The
under
call of
attack.
silence is there for Misery. Eyesight is already down. They jump forward aggressively. But this will definitely open up
Dire's
the mix
middle
for this tier 2
tower is
tower
under
goes the
attack.
way of DC. No denial attempt. Slash not again.
They just did not have enough vision around that area. They needed more options, more sentries. They got caught off guard by
Dire's
the
middle
Slark.
tower
Oh, wait,
has fallen.
time.
He did this once before. Now he wants Innocence to pounce forward. Doesn't get the leash. So this won't work. He'll shut it dance away. That TP aggressively coming outside the base. Faith behind. Very quick on the blink. The arrow actually passing him before the
Dire's
TP
top
was completed.
tower is under attack.
And another gold lead. Goes the way of DC, just 5,000. But with this axe coming out, I don't think Wings are going to have that much opportunity to make use of their blink dagger to get clean initiations on DC.
kind of a nightmare as well for the Keep of the Light.
Yeah.
Like, I know Innocence is a very long way away from having an Aghanim Scepter, but even if he does get one, he'll never have the buff ups just because it's always going to be nighttime.
They need a big mana void in one of these fights, and they have to play carefully. Only 20 seconds left of nighttime. Scan hits red. They know that DC's around. They've been really good with their scans this game.
I'm actually looking for the Ops Ward, D-Ward. But because that gem's on the Night Stalker, nothing's going to stay up for Wings. Those clever little wards we saw Wings planting in the earlier games, it doesn't work now. With unobstructed vision from the Night Stalker and the gem, and the only upside is the fact that the gem True Sight Vision isn't the same as the Aghanim, but they just still see so much. And Wings, they hijack the secret shop right on top of a Radiant Observer Ward. DC know it, but then again, the Sentry Ward got planted by Wings. They're not even sticking around to do the D Ward. They understand that if they hang around too long, they're going to lose too much. The chicken flies in as Levinas are right side. Take it down, Wings. They'll actually die. Two heroes down. They may find more. The courier will survive. Back over to Tier 3 tower. So let's move. Who's on the charge? The Yule's on the Batrider. He'll force staff down. Start his TP. The Yule's already being committed, so there's no extra stun from Move. Now Shadow, he has to start doing the creep skip. We saw Fear attempt something similar. Just keep that pressure up. Okay, he's not even doing that. He's too fearful.
They want Roach. They want a DC to push top and then take Roach.
Well, the arrow misses, but Weehawk tracks. He finds Blake, the pin forward. Faith gets the call off. You still got a decent amount of essence shifted in Faith. Blade will protect him. Now last two. They pull me in, but he already threw the dark pack. Breaking free to Shadow Boy. Shadow won't be enough. The foot a 1-for-1 trade up for now. The Culling Blade absorbs the kill. The move. Timber chase forward. There was only one tree there for the work. There's only sprayed to 2 sentries for the arrow from Resolution. Connects on Anti-Mage. Will there be enough damage? He'll blink himself out to safety. DC, not that healthy. Again, this Mana Leak being a pain in the butt. But that's why Yule Scepter up. If a chain cancels, a very short one anyway, but Misery moves over. No nighttime available. He's also got the gem. Wings, they'll follow this one to the end of the earth. The Spirit's on top. Stunned up by the Mana Leak. He'll give the gem over to actually no Resolution. I thought they might have done a handoff. Doesn't happen. A move. Dying to Wings. The blink. Oh, he gets interrupted. Yule Scepter. He had to take off the burn effect of that flame break up to the trees, but he knows he's dead. Great chase by Wings.
What a flame break right there. Winter was skeptical that they could pull it off.
Well, it still hasn't happened yet. DC is still leading, even though that graph is going to start to dip down. They were over 8,000 advantage in golden experience.
Oh, I was just talking about the flame break on the Timber Chain. It's a pretty hard one to pull off.
All right, Manda is finally in for Shadow.
That's only during daytime. With daytime and without darkness, they can take pretty good fights, but they just lack so much vision. Finally, they get the gem return from the rightful owner on the Batrider.
So he has that good flying vision. They're attempting this, but it's a little obvious when that Observer Ward from DC.
They have to use darkness though to see Roach, and as soon as darkness pops, they're gonna back out. But is Whis strong enough to take down Roach? I don't think so. Not without a Scotty.
He needs that extra life. But he also used Mill as a punching bag last time they did Roshan. But that reactive armor.
They need Lotus ASAP for the Mana Leak, especially because he's maxed it over Illuminate.
They keep using Yule Scepters to dispel it.
Yeah. It just you're stuck there, right?
Yeah, you can't go anywhere. You just have to stay.
Like a Stomp or Charge Up Illuminate, an Axe Call, like any of those spells can you out after. But Lotus Orb is still free to run around and dodge these AoE spells from Wings.
It's a shame you don't have like what Anti-Mage has. Take one step, then blink max, and you can avoid the Mana Leak out. Instead, it's like Timber Chain and Leap.
So they saw Mirana TP over to the left side, and she was really low on mana, and they might look for this small window to take down Roach.
Well, Resolution has gone all the way back to base because he was low on that mana. But still, does Wings have enough damage with the Anti-Mage?
Oh, he has to travel top. Still a long way for his cooldown.
So they can just push that in. Roshan's not really down that far, only at 9k at the moment.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to do this right now. They have no game. Only at half HP.
Pick up Misery, and that True Sight, it goes inside the pit. They understand what's happening.
They have the idea.
He's happy to jump out, but he actually gets the blink call over on the Misery. So the jump out, the easy really want to get that kill. They got it. The Vengeful Spirit comes from the Axe finds the kill. Moves a really good shot from
Double kill.
They catch out the slot. They get 3 down. No, they can finish what they started. The death of Roshan.
This Observer Ward saw that Night Stalker. That swap just crushed them as 2 heroes got hit by the Earth Splitter. And even Slark got caught by the Echo Stomp. And no chance for him dark packing. He got blasted right out of it. And that's going to be a free road for Wings. Faith Beyond continues to deliver on his initiation.
Dream for Wings, if they can keep it going, the Aegis Immortals will give them
Roshan has fallen to the dark.
to take more aggressive fights. And Faith is having a fantastic time with 2.4k gold in the bank. His next item choice is just around the corner.
Dire's top tower is under
Even
attack.
PKP's won't really save them
Dire's
from
top
the Wings
tower
lineup.
has fallen.
Minus armor from Elder Titan, a lot of physical damage even from Earth Splitter, pure damage from Axe. I'm not really sure how they itemize here. They need to be able to kill the Anti-Mage at some point, though. Right now, like Night Stalker, Crippling Fear, going to be dispelled by the Manta style. Mirana is unreliable, so maybe I would like to see Basher Echo Save or Basher Abyssal, something like that, so they can keep him in check.
Well, you got the Basher on Shadow. He just bought it, so looking for his control item next. Sucks up, really big trouble for him. Mana leaks, last 2, they just keep draining him dry. And he will die in the river.
It's a really big problem when Wings can get aggressive during nighttime. They aren't scared anymore.
Radiant's middle
Yeah,
tower
but
is under
DC
attack.
definitely are. They just try and keep the split push going. We hard down the bottom lane, but Wings, they understand the objective. They steal one tower.
Radiant's
This flip was
top
earlier
tower
with an
is under
Ursa.
attack.
And Slark, this game should be a lot easier with a Mirana and Slark in case they want to go that route, but then you have to take a
Radiant's
time
top
bomb
tower
for the
has
Anti-Mage,
fallen.
who with Abyssal can easily crush any of DC's cores.
He's so far
Radiant's
ahead as
middle
well, like
tower
sitting
is
at
under attack.
18,000 net worth, the nearest to him
Radiant
is 12.5k
structures are
over on the Mirana.
Yeah, they went for the break on the Slark. He has a Silver Edge. That combined with like a double star palm from Mirana could maybe burst him down, but now that he has Aegis, he has no fear.
Dire's bottom tower
The
is under
advantage for
attack.
DDC is the fact that he's spending money, still holding
Radiant's
on a
top tower has fallen.
3.7k on the axe.
I think probably BKB. They don't really have any BKB at this point. Slark,
Radiant's middle tower is
but
under
he doesn't
attack.
do any physical damage at the moment. I think just go map BKB so you can team fight them at will.
Wings systematically taking
Radiant's
down
middle
towers. They'll
tower
see face
has
thanks to
fallen.
Misery's vision. They do have a new gem to go just like moves, so putting the Timbersaw back a little bit. There's Shadow. He's getting caught in the shark.
My thanks.
Yeah, perfectly alright.
A bold build coming up from Elder Titan as he swings home to try to pick up the rest of his Dagon.
Okay, hello. He's gonna actually be a courier as well. Recalled back in. He brings the BKB of Faith Beyond.
Oh, they're not going to see this coming.
Oh, they are not. DC.
Radiant's middle
Like, at
tower
least
is under
they might
attack.
be able to see something coming in. What if this arrow can connect, which you won't be able to?
Oh,
Or two, if you can get the nice close enough, but that's also been a problem. Move, but hey! Chains forward, blinks away.
Shadow's Abyssal Blade is also coming on the chicken. It's at the secret
My
right now.
thanks to
Vanguard
thee.
and Recipe.
Radiant's
Wings
middle
feeling
tower is
really
under
good with
attack.
his Aegis.
This next defense from DC, it has to work. The arrow, 5 seconds over on the axe. Resolution jumps in, the double star falls
Dire's
damage
bottom
to bring
tower
down
is
the
under
axe.
attack.
So finally getting a
Radiant's
small
middle
break,
tower
but
is under
Wings
attack.
have rotated over the swap, instantly canceling his lasso. Move! You damn it! Oh my god! I touched my flame in a moment. Mirana, blink forward. They've got the double keeping forward. The BKB brings back by
Radiant's
3.
middle
Moves
tower
double
is under
Shadow.
attack.
There's your offensive light. The mana void on the resolution. Doing heavy work with a sharp from
Dominating. Double kill.
The Immortal will trigger. Blink is away on low light. Do they have enough to kill the Anti-Mage once again? They'll blink out. Moosting's with him. You'll Scepter up. Blink on cooldown in 1 second time. Now in comes Blink himself. Flame break. Pushing DC away. This will give Shadow just enough space to escape.
Wow, that could have been so much worse for them. Looks like Batrider was also able to take down Mirana in the backline. She was so low after that Mana Void. I don't know if she was the prime target for that. It looked like Mu was pretty low, but in the heat of the moment, it looked like Mirana almost killed her entire team.
I think you should still be scared of that Mirana at all times. Having that passive, like, big damage. Chasing everything.
I'll take that.
Weeha's got a lot of money too. Where does he go next with 4.1k gold? Is this the time where, like, does BKB even help the Slark, or does he look for a more controlling and damage dealing item?
I don't know. It's hard to say with the
he answered anyway. You got the Asher.
Basher's better versus the AM, who's causing the most problems, but BKB is like a free kill on Batrider ambush.
Wings is coming down, they're looking for a kill on move. Almost everyone's here apart from the Mirage. She does have BTs, but it can only TP the tier 2 tower. Now 4, 2, 3, target the ball again, the Sharks will do the work. Back forward with the Abyssal. The arrow in connection, Shadow, 5 seconds done. The ET splitter, there's not enough damage yet. Misery still taking through all of this to Mana Void. He wants Misery down to the Moonlight Shadow. They don't have the vision at the moment. Move will go back to the Moonlight Shadow too. Timber change, 1 second, this will bring him back in range of the tower, unless they want to fight. Arrow's on cooldown, blink forward, the arrow will miss. We are waiting. The ninja out from the tree. Face triggers the blade mill as well as BKB to pound forward. Back now, we are explodes the Mana
Such
Void.
sorcery shall not prevail.
Range for him, but it's not more from my side. We go for the top. No real way to get away from this one, especially when he's find out by the Anti-Mage. Boom, can't get away. He'll use them the rub. The blink deck won't be up cooldown in time, so he just a suicide to hit the ground. The blink goes for the ball. Smoking up the vengeful spirit with the Firefly.
Okay, it is confirmed. Shadow can pass off command. What was that? Right on the Timber chain, right as the start was about to escape. And I talked about it in the Basher versus BKB. BKB, you would really love to have it for that fight.
But it was the Abyssal as well. That's the thing that does the work for him.
Radiant's bottom
That's how you make
tower has
RNG,
fallen.
actual command, digital chaos. Well, they had a good defense last time. Wings tried to go high ground. Now they're down a couple of men. The difference about 3k
Radiant's
swinging
bottom
both
tower
ways.
is under
Arrow
attack.
hoping to create a little bit of time, but it goes between all of Wings as they attack into the tier 3 tower. Trying
Radiant's
to get that one step
structures
closer to the Aegis. And now the move is too low. He has 5 extra bubbles. They can't play it out. A block up 4 seconds until he's alive. No fortification,
Radiant's bottom
arrow
tower
doesn't
is
connect.
under
It isn't.
attack.
The Hawk failed to catch at the swap out. Taco again, sacrificing himself just to make sure they can get that double damage out from the Starfall of Resolution. The stop move, yours up and towards the air. He has a way to get out thanks to Moonlight Shadow. They can play the invis game. Shadow going in very, very deep. Gets the stun over on Misery, but Weeha returns with the bash of his own. And now with a jump out, Resolution leaves the tree line. He is out of mana. He can't get out of this one. He can blink back into the bubble. It's a dive back for him. Shadow's looking for the kill. That's out. He'll need to use it. The rest of the team is dying. Out in front of their own tier 3 tower. Resolution back into the fight with a Culling Blade. Kills off Night Stalker, giving Wings the pump up they need to go inside. They look for the last 2 and they've got it. It's a slug. Arrow flies in. There'll be a 5-second stun over on Blink. The Wings, they brought down the mainly rack. Shadow, man is down. Weeha has to bounce himself out this one. Not
Radiant's
bashed up
bottom
with
barracks are under
DC.
attack.
They will lose their range as well as
Radiant's
Wings have
bottom
done the
barracks
damage.
has fallen. Dire's middle
Oh
tower
my
is under
goodness,
attack.
Anti-Mage is so stacked at this point. Wings' team fight is just incredible at that point. That wasn't even like the biggest Mana Void that I saw. I thought he was going to cast it on Resolution there, but Slark can't man fight at this point. How does he go toe-to-toe with his Anti-Mage?
I like this from Wee. He needs to create space, and he's looking over towards space DM. He moves up to the side shot. Shadow's here. Weeha initiates. He needs to kill and get the hell out. One more attack, but he has to fail. 23 HP. Weeha. He forced the issue too hard. Really going down yet.
Consider
90
thyself
seconds.
purified.
The door has been opened by Weeha's aggressiveness and Wings. It is a landslide as the grass drop. Can DC hold?
This is their darkest hour, and not in a good way, as they have the Night Stalker, but this
Radiant's middle tower is under
it's becoming
attack.
so grim for them. We just desperate to do something to save
Radiant's
his
middle
team.
tower has fallen.
But now he has no buyback. Wings all assembling down the mid line.
Here they come. Wings. 52 seconds is the window. And they're going to try and break DC's glass. A blink in the lasso. Misery instantly swap back out again.
Radiant's middle
Shadow's in pretty
tower
deep.
is under
But he'll come over. Sucker already on the sideline. Misery now he's being controlled. Misery is still up. Misery's gone. The Culling Blade. That should be it right now. DC on the ropes. Has Wings. They look towards the mid ranks. Bring down the tier 3 tower move, trying to slow it up with a
Radiant's
chakra
middle tower
resolution
is
out
under
of
attack.
arrows and also out of
Radiant's
teammates.
middle tower
DC.
is falling.
They have Slark up in 20. They'll have one more opportunity, and that's to defend
Radiant's
the
middle
team
barracks
racks
are
on
under
top.
attack. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
There it is. The melee is down. Range track will
Radiant's
follow
middle
Wings.
barracks
Do they
has
play
fallen.
safe? Do they back it up? No!
Stormy!
You have buyback available, and here comes the push. This is the defense now. You either hold or you
Radiant's top
die.
tower is under
And
attack.
Wings, they rip down the tier 3 tower.
My thanks
Weehaw
to thee.
wants to go out through the back point and attack. International 2016 champion. Terrific display of Dota. You did enough to disrupt the group stages, but only losing games to GC. Win total throughout the entire playoff. One to Techies, one with the punch. And now they topple DC in a 3-1 victory here in Key Arena.
Black Cat's be happy that Anti-Mage is going to be plastered there for a full year.
And we can be as happy as that as Slack's not being on the Aegis. Terrific battle. Big props to Digital Chaos. They are